How we doing, everybody? Matt Modi here with Jedi Modi Sports Betting. In this video, I am going to give you my favorite MLB player props for the day. So this is something that I have not yet done on this YouTube channel that I'm going to try and start doing as much as possible. I recently started writing for a website called Sports Betting Dime, where I will be giving out MLB player props. So I figured I could put them in a video as well for you people to enjoy on my YouTube channel. So I'm not going to officially track this because it wasn't on the YouTube channel, but yesterday I did give out 3 picks and I went 2-1 on those picks. I was up 1.06 units on those 3 plays. I had 2 pitcher props that both cashed. I also had a batter prop that did not cash. So for today, I have 2 picks for you guys to lock in. Before we get into that, one thing while you're here, would appreciate it if you could subscribe to the YouTube channel. And then also comment and like the video as well. If you're tailing these 2 picks, that's where you can comment and let me know. I also have recently come out with a membership option for my YouTube channel as well. I have 2 different options. One of them is for $1 a month. Another one is for $5 a month. So if you're interested in becoming a Jedi in training, go ahead and check that out. As for today, I mentioned I have 2 picks for you guys that we can get right into. Play number 1. This is going to be in the Rockies versus Braves game. We are taking Lamet to go under 4.5 strikeouts. That is at -119 odds at Caesars. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. This is one of those plays that feels so good that it might honestly be too good to be true. This is honestly a gift that the books are giving us. And Caesars is giving this to us at -119. Every other book on this play is in the -130. So it's an incredible value on Caesars. And looking into this play, it legitimately makes me nervous how good of a play it looks on paper, which I'll get into right now. So there are so many reasons why I think he's going to go under this number. Number 1, the Rockies, as I mentioned, they're playing the Braves. Now, when I look at batter prop, or not batter props, because this is a pitcher prop. When I look at batting specifically, I like to look at the team's last 14 days. You know, baseball is a long season. It's a slog. Slumps happen all the time. So I like to look at a 2-week span when I'm looking at batters. The Braves have the number 1 offense in the entire MLB. This is according to WRC+. In that 14-day span, and they strike out the 2nd lowest percent of the time in that 14-day span as well. So the guess here is that the Braves are going to mash this pitcher, and the rare outs that they do get probably won't be strikeouts. That's kind of how this is looking to go. Now, I also like to look at weather for games as well. This certainly isn't one of the best weather games you'll ever see, but it's net neutral, right? It's not good, it's not bad. And for today specifically, there are a lot of bad weather games, which I'll get into in my next pick. So this one just being neutral is honestly good for today. Now, Lamet, not a strikeout pitcher by any means. He's made 15 starts so far this year. He has struck out more than 4.5 exactly 1 time. 1 out of his 15 starts, he has gone over this number. Now, that did happen last game, so it is recent, but he also hit exactly 5. Every other start, he went below 5, and he's literally never struck out more than 5. So the ceiling on this guy just isn't quite there. So for all those reasons, I think that this is an absolutely incredible play, which again makes me nervous just how good of a play it is. So that's play number 1. It's a 1-unit play. Next up, I have a half-unit play. We are taking Kyle Hendricks to go over 4 strikeouts. That is at -115 odds at WinBet. Now, if you wanted to be a little bit safer, you could take this over 3.5, but that's juiced up all the way to -152 at Caesars. I didn't think that was worth it. And if you want to be a little bit more risky, you could take him to go over 4.5. That's at +128 at Bet Rivers. But as for me, I am just going to take the middle option, take it at exactly 4, which is what we will be tracking as well. So I do like this one quite a bit, not as much as the first one, but we can get into it. So Kyle Hendricks, not a strikeout pitcher, right? I'm not going to pretend that he is like Kevin Gausman, Shane McClanahan, Spencer Strider type stuff. Not a strikeout pitcher. He's made 4 starts so far this year. He's gone 5 strikeouts, 3 strikeouts, 4, and then 3 in that order. That is his strikeout number. So he's gone over 4 once, and he's hit 4 once as well. But with that said, the reason why I kind of like this play is the Orioles have quietly become a strikeout team in the last 14 days. Now, prior to that, up until that stretch, they were one of the least strikeout teams in the MLB. But in this 14-day span, they've struck out over 24% of the time, which puts them in the top 10 in terms of strikeout rate in that span in the past 14 days. Now, according to my friends at Ballpark Pal who track park factors in weather, this has the worst weather game of today's slate in terms of runs being scored. The weather is blowing in at Wrigley Field, super windy day, wind blowing in, not a conducive day for runs to be scored. So the guess here is that the more likely scenario is that Kyle Hendricks is going to pitch deeper in the game than he normally does. And because of that, obviously, he's got a higher chance of getting more strikeouts. It's not rocket science. The deeper he goes into a game, the more chances he has to strike players out. So if Hendricks can get us to 7 innings pitched, I'm confident he can also get us to 5 strikeouts. And if he gets us to 4, at least we'll get this to be a push. So that rounds out my 2 picks for this video, 2 strikeout props for you guys to lock in. If you're tailing, comment and let me know. Other than that, remember, as I mentioned, like the video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, check out the membership options if you're interested. Thanks for watching and have a good one.